Welcome to the deep dive. So, if you're learning English, you probably know that feeling, right? That sort of gut punch moment.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the words coming, but then, boom, this wave of self-doubt hits and your tongue just
Hmm.
freezes.
Yeah,
It's the fear of making a mistake.
Hmm.
It can totally hijack communication.
it really can.
So our mission today, looking at the source material, is to give you some tools to, well, flip that script. Move from fear to real confidence.
And that nervousness, it's fundamentally human, you know?
Yeah.
But we absolutely have to deconstruct this idea that making an error means failure.
Right. The research we looked at makes a really powerful case. Mistakes aren't obstacles. They're actually the essential bridge, the critical path to fluency. The bridge, I like that.
Yeah, the goal isn't perfection, it's just being understood and overcoming that fear of judgment. That's step one, really.
Okay, so let's dive into the psychology of it. Why does that fear feel so, well, intense? Our sources seem to highlight two main worries learners have. First, that people might laugh.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And second, that they'll think we're not smart, just because our grammar isn't quite perfect yet.
Exactly. But the reality check here is pretty interesting. Native speakers, they're mostly focused on your effort, on the meaning you're trying to get across.
Not the slip-ups. Not really, no. Not on a momentary lapse in verb tense, for example. Think about it. Every single fluent speaker, native or not, made the exact same kinds of errors you might be making right now.
That's true.
Yeah, so when they hear a mistake, they aren't really judging. Often they're kind of remembering their own struggles learning language. They see it as proof you're making progress.
Which brings us to that really powerful analogy in the material, the one about learning to walk.
Oh, yeah, the baby analogy. It's great.
When a baby's learning, they stumble, they fall, like hundreds of times maybe.
Constantly.
But nobody criticizes those falls.
They're
just necessary, data points. Because the falls prove they're trying, they're moving forward.
Precisely. They wouldn't fall if they weren't trying to move. Language learning is exactly the same process. Okay, so if the analogy changes how we think, then we need to change how we talk to ourselves too.
Absolutely.
You have to stop that negative loop playing in your head. Oh no, what if I say it wrong?
Right.
Replace it. Yes. The sources say replace it with something empowering. An affirmation like, every single mistake I make actually brings me closer to speaking better. That shift in mindset, that's the foundation. Okay, I get the theory, mistakes are good, they help you learn. But, when you're actually in the moment, maybe talking to a client or a boss, it doesn't feel like a good time to celebrate messing up.
Right. High-stakes situations.
Yeah. How do the sources suggest bridging that gap between knowing it's okay philosophically and feeling okay in reality?
So this moves us right into actionable steps, practical things, the most important one. It's how you receive feedback or notice your own errors.
Okay.
When someone corrects you or you catch yourself, try to see it not as criticism, but as, a gift, a learning opportunity. Listen carefully. Notice the right way.
And listening's just the start.
Yeah.
The second step is all about repetition. I find that really helps me.
Exactly. It's active practice. So, for instance, you say, he go to work, and you realize, oops, that's wrong.
Immediately repeat the correct phrase. He goes to work. Say it out loud. Maybe 3, 4, 5 times.
The research explains why this works. You're literally building a new pathway in your brain, teaching it the new habit so the correct form feels more natural next time.
Kind of like muscle memory for your mouth.
Sort of, yeah. And then the third practical tool is the mistake journal.
Ah, yes, the journal. Not just for homework.
No, it's like your personal training manual. You jot down those tricky grammar points, maybe third person is, or certain words you keep missing.
And then review it.
Yeah, review it every few days. That forces spaced repetition. It cements the learning way better than just being corrected once and forgetting.
Makes sense.
And tying this all back, remember that confidence also comes from being kind to yourself. Self-compassion.
So stop comparing yourself to others.
Absolutely. Never compare your learning speed. Everyone's path is different. Just focus squarely on your progress. Celebrate that you're moving, you're trying, you're falling, you're getting back up. Perfection. Impossible standard. But clear, confident communication. Totally achievable.
So the big takeaway for you listening as you get ready for that next conversation, fluency doesn't come from perfect grammar.
Nope.
It comes from practice, consistency, and honestly just courage. The real goal of language was always connection, right?
Right.
Not flawless sentences.
Exactly that. So maybe finish this deep dive by committing to a small confidence practice each day. Try saying simple, true things to yourself, like, okay, I'll try my best and that's enough, or I can communicate what I need to. Yeah, that kind of self-talk really is the path. Start tomorrow. Try this clear affirmation. Mistakes help me grow. I'm not afraid to speak. Now, go out there and fall forward.